Welcome back to my channel. My roommate and I went on a day trip to Connecticut. We went to New Haven to a thrift store called Witch Bitch Thrift, which I got absolutely zero footage of, which is kind of good. I don't like filming other people if I can avoid it. And it was busy. And it's not a super large space, so there wasn't a great way to film it without people being in it. This is the bag I used for thrifting. That's last. So for thrifting, I just found some clothes. So a Vans t-shirt. This is the other one. Just a basic blue one. And then I found this button-up shirt that actually fit, which is exciting. And it's like this dark charcoaly gray. Not quite black, although black is my favorite color to wear. So those were the clothing items that I found. And then the funnest and most funky, weird thing that we found at this thrift shop could be a coat rack that you put on the wall, a hat rack. We are going to be replacing gold ones that we have in our kitchen with this. That we could hang decor or dried herbs from. Come on. This is the funniest, cutest. It's so weird. Just look at her. It's so weird. And we love cats and we love weird, eclectic-y stuff. It's so cute. That was my little thrift haul. Then after that, we went over to Ikea. Which I have never been to an Ikea. I was super, super excited. I will say, by the time you get done with like the showroom and you make your way down, I was so overstimulated and so ready to be done. And they didn't even have some of the stuff in store that we actually went there for. So I did end up having to order some of it online anyways. But we got some cute stuff for the apartment. We got this double pack of these posters. This side is herbs, the other side is vegetables. These are for our entryway. We've been looking for artwork for it for a little while now, so that was really cool to find. I had to tie these shut because one of my cats decided to steal one of the pillows in here. I don't know if you can see The ribs, those are from Bellamy. He thought that this was the greatest toy. He got this out of the entranceway, dragged it through the kitchen into the living room to attack like a toy. So we got pillows. We each got one for the couch. And I also got an extra one to use as a throw pillow on my bed. I got picture frames. I have some art from trips to Salem from last year, and one piece was from April of this year. That one actually, the one from April is actually this piece. Then for the throw pillows, we got covers. We got 2 of these. These are the ones that are going to go out on the couch. I got this one just because I loved how funky it was. This one's velvet, and this one is linen, and this is going to be the throw pillow for my bed. Got some produce bags. I had a spoon because we needed a new spoon. Got some dish rags, which are also going to be like hand napkins. Trying to be more eco-friendly and moving away from paper products if we can. These are fruits. There's lemon, orange, dragon fruit, and then one that has like a mix of all of them on it. Yeah. I got a jar gripper to opener. I am to the point that I just don't feel like straining my hand to try to get things open anymore. I don't like it. My hand does not like it. I got a down pillow for my bed. My roommate got this really soft, I almost wish we got 2 of these now, this really soft orange linen cover. We also got Ikea meatballs, which I've never tried, and I'm going to give them a shot, which she said that this is what goes on them. We have pretty containers for like any syrups that we have or our oils, and she found this one. That is the IKEA haul for now. I did have to order a duvet set for my bed and pillowcases for my pillow. And they didn't have the ones that I wanted at IKEA, but I did get to feel the texture of them, so at least I knew that I was going to like them. After that, we left New Haven and we headed down to Niantic to the Book Barn, which is one of my favorite used bookstores that I've ever found. It's this huge outdoor barn and it has all these little annexes that house used books. There's a wide range of stuff there. It is quite wild how much they have, and they were getting so many books in while we were there, so like people were donating books the same time that we were shopping. That is 3 bags of books. To be fair, only 2 of these were actually from this trip. A couple days earlier, we had gone to an independent bookstore in town that has used and new books because I needed to find a book that I'm buddy reading with people. They didn't have it, but we did happen to find some good used books. Something I do on TikTok that I'll also do here is anytime I do book shopping, especially for used books, I will put totals at the end up of what it would have cost me if I bought these books brand new versus how much I actually spent on them. Used book shopping is one of the best ways to get books if you are somebody that likes to have physical books and to build up a physical library, if that is something you want to do. If that is not something you want to do, libraries are a great option, as well as ebooks and audiobooks. There is no right or wrong way to be a reader or a book lover. We're going to start with this bag, which is from the bookstore that is local to me. And what we got. I have some of my roommate's books mixed into these, which I did buy for her. So technically I did buy them, but they are not my books. They're her books. We have The Honeys by Ryan Sala. This I have heard really great things. This is a YA horror book, I believe. Yes, this is a YA horror book. And it is queer. I just love the art on this cover. It's so pretty. This is one of my roommate's books. The Women Could Fly by Megan Giddings. Also a pretty cover. We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. I absolutely am obsessed with this cover art. This is what flaps look like. It is so dang beautiful and unique, and it has deckled edges, which I am a slut for. Beach Read by Emily Henry. I have read Book Lovers by her, and I actually loved it, and I am hoping to read the rest of her books. If her writing is similar to how it was in Book Lovers, I think that I will enjoy her romance books, which is saying a lot because I don't normally read straight romance. But every once in a while, you'll find somebody that works for you, and Book Lovers worked for me, and so I'm interested to see if this will work as well. I did panic on whether or not I owned this one already, but I don't. I own People We Meet on Vacation, and honestly, the fact that I could remember the color of the spine is the only saving grace. Salt Houses by Hala, Alyan. This is a Palestinian book. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies by, Jane Austen and Seth Grahame-Smith. I got this because this is also a movie, and my roommate and I, we wanted to start a podcast. And the podcast is us talking about shows and movies that we consume, and some of those are going to be books that we read, and then we watch the show or the movie that comes along with it. There are some that will be us both reading the books and then talking about it. And then sometimes it'll just be one of us that reads the book. And so then only one of us has like the book knowledge, and one of us only has the show or movie knowledge. This was my roommate's other book, The Divine Secrets of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood by Rebecca Wells. This is such a pretty cover. It also is deckled edges. This is another book that is for the podcast. I got Maze Runner. My roommate has seen at least 2 movies. I've never seen either of them, so I'm going to read the books and then we're going to watch the movies, which I'm excited about. Dylan O'Brien is in them, so that's pretty cool. The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I own the Broken Earth trilogy by her. Ew. Okay, I kind of wish that Neil Gaiman didn't blurb this. Sorry, N.K. He's a douchebag. All the Boys Are Blue by George M. Johnson. This has been on my TBR for so long. I was very excited when I saw this. Ace of Spades by Faridah, Ábíké-Íyímídé. I'm hoping that I said that okay. I've heard nothing but good things about this. I'm not keeping this, however, because I did find a paperback copy of this in the other bookstore. So I'm going to keep the paperback because I prefer paperback. So I'm just going to put this one in a free little library and let somebody else get a chance to read this book. So those were the books that I got from the first bookstore. I'll put up on the screen how much that would have cost me brand new versus how much I actually paid for them. I'm not going to include my roommate's books because I won't be including them in my grand tally at the end of the year. Onto the books that I got from the Book Barn, starting with the bag that I had to buy from them to help carry the books because my one bag was not enough. But Look at that. Kitties. I found some ARCs while I was there, and you're not supposed to sell or resell ARCs. It's a little questionable. Say a Little Prayer by Jenna Voris. Gay. 7 Deadly Sins. Reverend's daughter, I think. The Scorched Trials, which is the second book in the Maze Runner series that is for the podcast. Sing Unburied Sing by Jesmyn Ward. I actually know nothing about this novel, but I see it everywhere, and the back intrigued me. My roommate got Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. She did not know that this was a book. Honestly, maybe we'll do this for the podcast as well. Okay, when I saw this book on the shelf, I screamed, "Are you shitting me?" Right as a person walked by the aisle that I was in, and I got looks. But I found Lie With Me by Philippe Besson, translated by Molly Ringwald, the Molly Ringwald, in perfect condition. This has been on my list forever. This is translated literature, which I love. It's translated from French into English, and this is gay. Penance by Eliza Clark. This is the second book that I now own by her, and the last time I went to this bookstore, I found boy parts there. So it seems to be my lucky spot for Eliza Clark books. If anybody's ever watched The 100, the character Clark on The 100 is played by a woman named Eliza, and every time I read this woman's name, that's who pops into my head. Then my roommate found How to Make an American Quilt by Whitney Otto. This is one of her favorite movies. You can't see it, but the cover of this is almost like napkin. I almost want to say doily, but it actually is kind of giving me like the design pattern that's on like white napkins. Juliet Takes a Breath by Gabby Rivera. This is queer. It features a plus-size character. It's blurbed by Roxanne Gay. I've heard really good things about this. The paperback version of Ace of Spades. This is another ARC that I found. This is Old Enough by Haley Jacobson. This is a book that my roommate found. The Stationery Shop by Marjan Kamali. This cover is really pretty. It's got pretty gold foiling. It's got deckled edges. The Feeling of Falling in Love by Mason Deaver. I love the dumpster fire. On to bag number 2. This is the bag that wasn't enough. This is my Trader Joe's pickles bag. Lake Lore by Anna Marie McLemore. Pride and Premonition by Tizar Price. This is like an embroidered front. It's not actually like, you can't feel it, but that's what like the art style is embroidery, which is really cute. I want to read some Jane Austen like retellings or inspirations. This is I believe it's supposed to be like a cozy murder mystery. Speaking of Jane Austen, I found Mansfield Park. I collect Jane Austen books, or I'm working on it, of getting at least one of each title, and all of them are going to be different covers. So this is the third book of hers that I've acquired in third different type of cover than the other one. This is a book that my roommate found that we probably will both read, and this is The Ballerinas by Rachel Caplock-Dale. This is also an ARC, but it's about like falling in love or returning to dance in your 30s. Sharks in the Time of Saviors by Kauai Strong Washburn. I believe this is based off of Hawaiian folklore or Hawaiian myths. The Art Thieves by Andrea L. Rogers. I believe that this is indigenous. Yes, this is indigenous book. The cover art is beautiful. This is also a really hardback. Liquid, A Love Story by Mariam Ramani. This is a book that both my roommate and I will be reading, because this is like making a spreadsheet to find love and also like marrying rich or something like that. And my roommate is an accountant and makes spreadsheets and loves it. I also make spreadsheets, but not for accounting. I do weird shit like that. And A Drop of Venom by Sajni Patel. The artwork, beautiful. Oh, the back too. Oh, there's a map. I love book maps. Swift River by S.E. Chambers. This author is from my hometown. Her and I are from the same place. And I'm very excited. She was actually at a bookstore that was in my hometown when they were open, like last year or the year before. And I found out about it the day after, so I didn't go to go meet her, which is a bummer. Ophelia After All by Raquel Marie. So those are the books from the second bookstore. So now that I did both bags, I will put up on the screen the price it would have cost me to buy all of these brand new, especially since this is a lot of hardbacks, and how much it actually cost me to buy all of these books. And then once we left there, we went up to our last stop of the day, which was Tomo's, and it's a Japanese market. That's my vlog of my little Saturday road trip. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, comment, and let me know if you've read any of these books or if you've ever been to the book barn yourself. And give me a follow if you're not following already for more bookish and queer content. Thank you for watching, and I'll chat with you guys later.